Hello, this is Greg from Book of Greg's Mind, and I'll be reading off another passage, but this is actually from a prototype of Pitfall that I wrote up like back in 2016 or something, so a few years back. This was well before Pitfall even became a thought in my mind, but the general idea is still in what I have written. So let's and I'm gonna read it in its entirety. So this is Wrath. So let's begin. My steps pounding the stairs as I make my way to the roof of the school, my breath hoarse and my body aching already from my previous encounter with those boys, the bullies. Wait, sorry. Why do they want me to fight them so badly? I asked aloud, coming to the fourth floor of this all-in-one school for kindergarten to 12th grade. A door leading to the roof ajar, and sobbing comes from behind it. They do have, or they brought my sweet sister into this. Ramming the door open, I'm blinded by the brightness of the sun before my eyes adjust, and I feel my arms being restrained by two of the three bullies here. I haven't been here more than a month. I don't remember their names. Are they mad about that? Skylar, my sister yells, trying to pull herself away from Todd. He's the only one that I have committed his name to my memory. After my first day here, he gave me something known as a swirly. Yes, Skylar, are you going to finally give us that fight? Todd asks, rising my sister up by one arm as she hangs. Kate, she's quite small for a girl her age, only a year below me. Well, Todd looks to be an older teen and apparently has been held back one too many times. Struggling, the two stooges chuckle at me. He hasn't laid a finger on you. Why would he this time? One asks. Well, Dollar answers. Because he loves his sister. Harm he we all we harm her. We may get aggression from him finally. They chuckle again and Todd smiles. Right. If I lay a finger on Kate, his hand drops from her arm and she tries to run towards me, but her bleh, towards me, but her grabs. There's editing to do, but her grabs around her waist with his flabby arm, pushing her back some and taking his other hand and holding her by the back of the neck. His free arms swinging back then forward. A shriek leaves my sister's mouth as she falls backwards, getting slugged in the stomach and kneeling over, coughing. They let me go in that same instant, but I'm frozen. I can't get myself to fight them, even if they are telling me to. Even if I know I have to get them to stop, my body just won't move. Why can't we just talk it out? Why do they have to be mean and toward someone who doesn't have anything to do with them? I don't have anything to do with them. They just want me to fight, yet I take it. Todd only frowns as he sees me looking at his sister, my sister, who's in clear pain. How much of a pansy are you? I'm a pacifist, I answer back. I'm not going to fight you. Still, my mind is racing. Why won't you? Why am I not fighting back? He grits his teeth at me and nods to his friends to come over to him while I remain motionless, watching on as he bends over Kate and kicks her. Really, you can't even fight to defend the ones you love. I think I see her cough up some blood, and she begs me, please, brother, stop fight. Just fight. Todd gets down on his knees and grabs her face in his hand, squeezing it and pointing her towards me. I gave her a black eye just for you. Still nothing for me, even with my body yelling at me, telling me to fight. I won't do it. It's not right. It's never been right. Boy, you don't give me any other choice then. He takes my silence and picks up Kate, walking towards the edge of the building. There are no fences like there are on many other rooftops in the city here. It's not supposed to get this drastic, but there are no longer any options. His voice changes, more deeper, but he still has his eyes on me. Kate will have to die to get you to do anything, won't she? She begins bawling as I march on. Move it. Stop thinking right over on and just attack this bastard. My mind spinning as he now carries Kate in both arms, keeping her along as she tries to struggle. Your brother is pathetic, he says, releasing Kate over the edge of the building. Her scream fading before too long, and I have already charged at Todd. My mind going blank as I let nothing tell me no. Swollen, swollen, swinging at my fist at his face. He looks surprised, but smiles as all the light and noises of the city and the laughter that was coming from his friends fade. Instead, a new scream and the sound of skin on skin echoes in the dimly lit room. The candles around us flicker in front of me. An old man with a busted lip still smiling as I remove my fist from his cheek. Right, I'm here to learn of the old world burdens of wrath. I think I have. Been a while since I had that long of a trance. You did not make it easy, he tells me, then looks besides us to the woman who looks shocked. Carnation, how long would you say that was? She stutters as I slump back down, sitting cross-legged before the man. I would say almost a whole lunar phase. That long, he looks surprised. I must thank you for tending to us for so long then. Most times it only takes a few hours. He now looks at me, both to go on for so long even after facing down the previous burdens. You must have a very strong will. Every burden you take on brings you closer to what they feel, modern man. I didn't mean to punch you, Wrath, I respond, and he shakes his head. Wrath is the strongest of the burdens, as its unbridled rage. You reacted here instead of in the trance because of that. You see now how it's impossible to control. What do you mean I was controlling it fine? You egged me on. You carry the other burdens as well. I can see why the others are hesitant in allowing you to continue, but you won't stop, will you? I stare at my fist, my eyes adjusting to the light, my aura slightly changing. A mixture of red glows around my fist. Even some blood remains from punching Wrath. Yes, I know that we're missing something. That's getting rid of the burdens. It isn't an option. But I'm not sure what the alternative is. Seeking them out, I feel as if I can come to an answer for myself as well as stopping that dream. Carnation interrupts. The one where you get burned there by the fire you created? I nod as my vision fades and I start to sway. Wrath? He looks at me. It's been a long time since you've moved. Your body may be a bit stiff. Why don't you get some sleep? Agreeing, I rise, staggering myself into a room away from them and lying myself on the cold bed with a single pillow and blanket on top, made from the wool of the sheet that Wrath tends. Taking in a deep breath, I'm instantly asleep. And then we go to Wrath. His frown returns as he stares. Carnation, both of you know that was only an example of what I had to offer him. I nod. But, this is from Carnation's point of view. Okay. I nod. But that was awful. I felt him in a panic the whole time you two were in that trance. It gets worse, he laughed. As cynical as I've become carrying this burden, it's nothing compared to what he needs to experience now. He will get a break for 3 days before we continue. but I can't tell him how it will all end. But you can know. What do you mean by what do you mean by the what do you mean? He grows somber as he speaks. The last part of that is experience in its extreme. A war. World's End War. Do you know anything about that event? Shaking my head, I only know that it's what ended the old world. He's going to have to experience that. And the longer that damn fool stays in the trance like he did, the more agony he'll be feeling. I can only feel Rat's intent radiating in my aura, making me feel queasy, but I have to ask why, and his response silenced me. When we leave the trance, he'll mortal me, just like I did the previous Rat 1,000 years ago. His face maxed by the dancing firelight, and he gives me a smile. Don't stop him. And that is the prototype to Pitfall. There's a lot of different changes that I would make now, but overall it's more or less the same that would be shown in Pitfall. There are definitely a lot of changes, but so later today I'll be doing the reading for the new prologue, or the prologue of Pitfall, and we'll go from there. So have a good day and goodbye.